Right, sir? Yes. And we request our trustee, Mr. Secretary
Whatmore, and we have the legendary Indian cricketer Syed Kirmani sir, the CSS and Dav Whatmore Center, Dr. Armugan, the director of the CSS here with us. We thought of some fancy MCs, but being the first MD sports medicine guy in the country, my director said, you have to do the MCing today. May I request my director, Dr. Armugan, to come and give his opening remarks.
About the Center for Sports Sciences. This is almost now
World Cup match. And I can go on, he's giving a long CV, but for want of time, it's our pleasure to introduce to you the legendary cricketer.
Dr. Armugan, Dav Whatmore, members of the press, distinguished invitees. First of all, I would like to thank the CSS team, particularly the trustees and Dr. Armugan for giving me this honor to be present here on this wonderful historical launch of the CSS Academy. And right throughout morning, I went through the entire infrastructure, the campus. I think there cannot be a better one than the CSS campus, the kind of international infrastructure, the kind of technology which has been implemented here. I think, according to me, to whatever I have visited in Australia, in South Africa, England, and various other countries, their academies, this is the best academy with the best of the infrastructure and the facilities and the amenities provided. I think it is the best. I think you can all put your hands together for a round of applause. The least appreciation we could do being present out here in congratulating the entire team of Dr. Armugan and his trustees and the team and the professionals who are out here. I think they are of top class. And this is where the improvement, the progress, and the kind of hospitality, kind of attention which is being given right from morning, what I have seen. And I think the students, the cricketers, the athletes, the sports persons from all disciplines. You see, it is the place for all disciplines of sports persons. It's just not for cricket. All disciplines of sports can come and utilize these wonderful facilities here, and which is magnificent facilities. Amazing facilities which can be utilized. The kind of sports persons who are in Chennai, wherever, are very fortunate to have such wonderful facilities. My congratulations to you once again, sir. And there cannot be a better person, better experienced than Dav Whatmore, who has such extensive, vast experience on game. He has coached all the countries throughout. He's the director of the academies all over, and cannot find a better man than Dav Whatmore. Well done, Dav. I wish you all the best in introducing your Whatmore Cricket Academy out of the CSS Center. And I'm sure the students, the cricketers, the sports persons who come here for various purposes of enhancement in their skills and talent have enormous benefit of presence out here. And last but not the least, if I may say, if given an opportunity to the center, it will be my utmost pleasure to associate myself. And this is what we cricketers who have represented the country would like to give back to this great game of cricket in general. And I think do their bit which they have been doing all in encouraging sporting facilities which are around us, and I'm sure they'll do their best. It is like what Dr. R mentioned, that you got to be the best. You got to be an outstanding performer here too. And if that is the passion, and I'm sure with total and hard work You can never be let down for that. With this, once again, thank you, Dr. Arnold, and your team for giving me this honor to be present at the launch of the Css-Whatmore Center for Cricket.
A place of learning, a place of getting done, regardless of what sport. In this case, we're commencing with something that's very close to your hearts. Certainly, this facility must open its doors to everyone. For me, the biggest question I had to jump over before I came here, am I ready to quit international coaching? And the answer is I'm very in a developmental role, and with Machandra University here in I've only been married once with Catherine, and we're coming up to 35 years, I think, next month. But I think this could be my second marriage. I've referred to this like another marriage, to be honest with you. It's another huge change in my career, in the chapter of my cricket coaching, to be in a developmental role, and I'm more than happy and feeling extremely comfortable in what we're about to do. The express purpose, in my mind, with cricketers is to ensure that when they come here and experience the facility, they will leave with much clearer knowledge of what they need to do to as a cricketer, whether you're a batsman or a bowler or a fieldsman, as we all have to do. So the components that make up performance, that a lot more than what a lot of people know. When we go to watch a game of cricket, people go and pay, they sit in the stands and watch. But there's a lot of things that happen in the weeks and months leading up to that competition. And the boys are going to get exposure and experience to those sort of factors of performance that will make each person a better player and a better person at the end of the day. So, from my side, again, I'm extremely happy to be here. I thank you people very much to helping us shout it from the rooftops. This place is the destination for any sports person who wants or are serious about wanting to get better. And we want to provide the avenue that can happen. Thank you for your time. And thank you also for allowing me to be part of this marriage. It started very, very quickly when JK and Katz came to my room in Nagpur in the World Cup last year. That was the seed that was sown, and it was watered, it was fertilized, and it grew. And I'm very pleased to tell you now it's resulted in this. I'm not going to be here for a week and go and come back and go. No, no, no. I'm here full time. So anybody coming here will have me to be part of their development at the time that they're in this university. Thank you.
Thank you for the fantastic. May I have the video of the Trucoach. Lights off, please.
I'll be there all the way, training you, pushing you, guiding you, empowering you to be better than the best. Let's play a great game. Show me what you're made of.
So that's thank you, sirs.
So just about every sport, if you have seen today, the performance is all changing because of speed, agility, techniques. So they dramatically change, whether you take it from tennis, football or cricket. Speed. So in that sense, how much of this is going to help identify, and especially in India where people...
That's a great question. Now let me start by saying where I started, or where my era of cricketers started. We never had any support staff with us. We just had a manager. I'm sure Dav also would agree in when he represented his country, Australia. Right, we played against one another, by the way, right? So, well, So on those basis, there is enormous difference between my era of time, my time, and the current era. We just had a manager in our time, an assistant manager who would only assist, in our boarding and lodging facility, travel, etc., etc. And there was no coach with us, there was no trainer with us, there was no equipment, proper equipment, right? And so there is a huge difference between our era and the current era. Times have changed, and there has been so much of research being done, technology has come into the game, and it is mind-boggling technology. So the current era of sports person, all disciplines of sports I'm referring to, there is huge benefit to those all disciplines of sports. And obviously there has been so much of encouragement, so much of, I think it will be in the fitness of things if I say that after we won the 1983 World Cup, the 83 World Cup team laid a very strong foundation for the current era of cricketers to build their stories and apartments on top of that. So on those bases, I think it was required a good change. In my time, it was most of the time we played Test cricket. 1975 was the first inaugural limited overs, that was 60 overs. And from there on, it picked up, and obviously you need to have innovations, you need to have creativity, and you need to have excitement from all aspects of the spectators or the fun lovers. So this kind of facility which has been provided, I think it is fantastic facility. Because you need to, in our time we didn't have, we did everything was on our own. There was no guidance. There was nobody to tell us how we should set right our knee problem or the shoulder problem or any injury. We never had a doctor or a trainer with us. Now you have 8 support staff with the current teams globally. And that's it. Now it's over to you to add to whatever I have missed out on.
Very briefly, Bibi, thanks for the question, mate. Not just the intensity, but it's the frequency of games as well. But can I start off very quickly with a quick story as well? We were contemporaries, and the first time I played against Kiri in Melbourne before I played was 1970s, late 70s, and I was told there's 2 things you don't do. One is you don't pull Chandrasekhara. And what did I do? The second ball I faced, I went back, and the ball whack hit me on the pad before I could even think about getting the bat down. I wasn't out LBW, but I absolutely scared Shettlers that umpire was going to do that, but it was missing the stumps. The other thing I wasn't meant to do was nick it to Kiri, because the bugger caught everything. So, and I didn't, that one I didn't fail. I didn't nick it to you. I got out to Prasanna, off spinner. I got a few runs that day. I thought I'll just whack this fella, but he took my leg stump. Beautiful delivery, got me out. But Bibi, the question that you asked, mate, is more than just the intensity. It's the frequency of games that come along. Many years ago, we didn't hear of T20. We didn't hear of too many one-day matches. Now, the frequency of ODIs, the one-day internationals, as well as a World Cup in T20s every second year, the satellite T20 competitions that are springing up all over the world, very good competition and good opportunities to earn a good living, has created the ability for individuals to stay well, healthy, and be fit and for their game in order for them to have a career, a successful career, albeit maybe a shorter time because of the strain of the frequency of matches. This facility here will enable us to do that.
Starting now. So